Assalamu alaikum. The Quran in Arabic is glorious because of the masterful use of Arabic language. We can only get the true message if we are familiar with Arabic language. Let us start today's lesson. Today, inshallah, we will study ayat 177 to 182 of Surah Al-Baqarah. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
ليس البر أن تولوا وجوهكم قبل المشرق والمغرب ولكن البر من آمن بالله واليوم الآخر والملائكة والكتاب والنبيين وآتى المال على حبه ذوي القربى واليتامى والمساكين وابن السبيل والسائلين وفي الرقاب وأقام الصلاة وآتى الزكاة والموفون بعهدهم إذا عاهدوا والصابرين في البأساء والضراء وحين البأس أولئك الذين صدقوا وأولئك هم المتقون.
Righteousness is not that you turn your faces towards the east or the west, but righteousness is in those who believed in Allah and the last day and the angels and the book and the prophets and gives wealth in spite of love for it to his relatives, orphans, needy, and the travelers, and those who ask, and for freeing slaves, and establishes prayer and gives zakat, and fulfill their promise when they promise, and are patient in poverty and hardship and at the time of fight. Those who are the ones who are true, and those they are God fearing. This is a very comprehensive ayat, one of the best ayats of the Quran, in which Allah Ta'ala has defined what is righteousness. That it's not, laysa is not that you turn your face. Tawallau is bab 2, form 2, and in this the reasoning is, and the intensity is there, that you turn your faces toward east or the west, but the righteousness is that you amana, this is form 4, you believed in Allah, in the last day, in the angels, in the book, and in the prophets, and you spent ata wealth which you love to your relatives, to orphans, to needy people, and those who are traveling sabili, and those who ask you for help, and for riqab, freeing the slaves, and you make establishes prayer, aqama, bab 4 again, and you give zakat, and when you make any ahad, you fulfill it, mawfuna, this is also again form 4, and you are patient when there is poverty, and when there is hardship, and when during the time of war, feasibillah, right at the time of fight. These are the people who are true people, and these are the people who are God fearing. It is form 8. In this ayat, there are number of forms of the verbs have been used. So we just revise again. Most Arabic verbs have only 3 letters. They are called radicals. The first radical is called fa, and the second is called ain, and third is called lam, and it is taken from the verb fa'ala. and this is the base root on which we will build the entire sequence. A verb consisting of 3 radicals is called sulati, and for 4 radical verbs it is called rubai. The 3 and 4 radical verb, if they remain same, no word is added, this is called mujarrid. And when one or more letters are added to the radical to modify the meaning, then it is called mazid. There are 9 forms in in the 3-letter verbs. Form 2, the second letter is double. Form 3, alif is added after the fa kalma, the first letter. Form 4, hamza is added before the first letter. Form 5, it is form 2 plus ta is added before the fa kalma. In form 2, the ain kalma is double. Form 6, it is form 3 plus ta is added before the first letter, and in form 3, alif is added after the first letter. Form 7, in is added in the beginning of the verb, and form 8, alif before the fa kalma and ta after it. Form 9, alif before the first kalma, first letter, and then the third one letter, lam, is doubled. Form 10, alif, sin, and ta is added before the first verb. These are the 3 forms. I think we can discuss it when they will come. Form 2, fa'ala, the n kalma is doubled. In this, it is give the meaning of causative and intensive, and it makes the word more strong. Tawallu, over here it has been used, which means that just turning your face toward east and west is not only the rightness. If one of the 3 radicals discussed above is waw or ya, then these verbs are called mu'tal, weak. And if the first letter is waw or ya, it is called lisan. If the second letter is waw or ya, it is called al-juf. And if the third letter is waw or ya, then it is called naqis. If 2 radicals are weak, that is maybe first or second or third, whatever, then it is called afif. Weak naqis, the third one has been defined here. You can study it. In this ayat, amana, he believed, and he spent, and he establishes, and he fulfills. These are the 4 most important things. They are form 4, and as we know, in form 4, it is the action which is done by yourself. He made himself to do or perform an action. So basically, righteousness is that you perform better and do good things. Ahadu is form 3, and in form 3 there is someone or something else involved, and this is talking about the ahad, that means you promise or make contract that you have to fulfill. Wasailina, wasabirina are active participles. Muttaqun, it is form 8, and it's a nice way of making it, because over here this vaw is converted into ta, and in form 8 you have to do certain things with efforts, and actually alif and is added before the fa kalma, and then the ta kalma is added after the fa kalma. But over here it is an active participle. That's why the meme is over here for showing the active participle. Muttaqun, it is form 8, and in form 8 you do something with effort, and Allah Ta'ala has defined who should be muttaqu in this ayat. The above things should always be there in a person who is muttaqi. Ayat 178.
يا أيها الذين آمنوا كتب عليكم القصاص في القتلى الحر بالحر والعبد بالعبد والأنثى بالأنثى فمن عفي له من أخيه شيء فاتباع بالمعروف وأداء إليه بإحسان ذلك تخفيف من ربكم ورحمة فمن اعتدى بعد ذلك فله عذاب أليم.
O you who believed, prescribed for you is the equal retribution in respect of the murdered, the free man for the free man, the slave for the slave, and the female for the female. But whoever is pardoned from it from his brother for anything, then the pursuing is to be on equity and payment to him with kindness. That is a concession from your Lord and a mercy. But whoever transgresses after that, then for him is an extremely painful punishment. Another order, and it is obligatory. Whenever the word kutiba is used, this means something has been made obligatory for us, and it is for the people who believe. That means the believers. And over here, qisas, it is that you have to take the revenge. Revenge is not a good word, that's why retribution has been used. You have to take revenge, equal revenge, for the person who has been killed. Like, for instance, if a free man is killed, the free man will be killed again from the other side, and if the slave, then for the slave it is slave, for the female it is for the female. And now over here, man is the conditional particle, and if somebody wants to pardon his brother for anything, shayun, anything, then it should be done on equity and in kindness. It should be done in the nice way, and like ihsan is also the kindness. Takhfif, this is a concession from your Lord Rabbakum and Rahma, mercy. After this, again, this is conditional particle. If they transgress after that, bada, and then there is an extremely painful punishment. Alimun, very painful, extremely painful punishment. Itada is form 8, perfect verb. Form 8, often the meaning of form 8 is it refers to make oneself do something with some efforts. So if you transgress, which is really needs a lot of efforts, then there will be an extremely painful. Alimun, nominative masculine noun of intensity has been used. When these are the nouns on a spatial pattern, it shows intensity and repeated actions. So there will be an extremely painful punishment. Ayat 179.
ولكم في القصاص حياة يا أولي الألباب لعلكم تتقون.
And for you there is life in legal retribution, O you man of understanding. We hope you may save yourself. In this ayat, Allah Ta'ala is saying taking the revenge in the legal way is life for the people, and we hope Allah you may save yourself. And the word over here is ulul albab. This is used for intellect people who understand things. La'allakum and tattaqun, we will see inshallah. La'allakum, it's a particle resembling the verb, and in this there is two meanings: a hope or expectations, and apprehension and fear. And over here it is used for hope, that Allah is hoping that you will save yourself. Tattaqun, it is from 8, and it's from muttaqi, تتقون. It's an imperfect verb, and in format oneself do something with some efforts, and if you are muttaqi, then you can save yourself. Ayat 180.
كتب عليكم إذا حضر أحدكم الموت إن ترك خيرا الوصية للوالدين والأقربين بالمعروف حقا على المتقين.
Describe on you when death approaches any one of you, if he leaves a wealth, bequest for the parents and the relatives with justice, a duty upon the God-fearing. This ayat has actually been the initial order, and now it has been cancelled regarding the will. The real order is coming in Surah Nisa. Yes, but 1/3, as mentioned in Surah Nisa, can be bequest or will. You can make the will, but the will should not be for the people who are defined in like parents or your kins. It can be other than those people. As I said, whenever kutiba is used, this is for making something obligatory, and haqqan alal muttaqin, and it is made. The order you have to obey, and it has been made a duty upon those who are muttaqi. Lil walidain, this is the dual noun, and aqrabina, this is the plural noun. In Arabic, nouns and adjectives fall into 3 categories: singular, dual, and plural. In English, normally it is only singular and plural. We just see how they are made and what steps are involved in making singular into dual. Sound masculine dual, in this the singular is Muslimun or Mudarrisun. On the last letter it is a tanween, or it can be a single dhamma as well, and the meme gets the fatah, and then one alif noon is added to it in nominative case. In case of accusative and genitive, meme gets the fatah, and then ya noon is added, and the noon has the kasra. Feminine dual, in this case, because in feminine, ta is there in the end, which makes the normal word feminine. In this, the ta is converted to simple ta, and it has the fatah, and then alif noon is added to it, as it had been added above. In accusative and genitive case, ta gets the fatah, and then ya noon is added, and on the noon there is a kasra. The plurals, sound masculine plural, the meme gets the single dhamma, and then bao noon is added for nominative, and meme gets the kasra. In accusative and genitive case, they are both similar, and then ya noon is added. In this case, the noon has a fatah. Sound feminine plural, in this case, the ta is changed to simple ta, and alif ta is alif is added before the ta, and the ta gets the tanween or the single dhamma if it is nominative, and the ta gets the kasra tanween in both the cases of accusative and genitive. And this is the reference that the accusative, in case of feminine plural, instead of having the fatha tanween, it has the kasra tanween. Ayat 181.
فمن بدله بعدما سمعه فإنما إثمه على الذين يبدلونه إن الله سميع عليم.
So whoever changes it after he hears it, then its sin will only be on those who will change it. Indeed, Allah is all hearing and all knowing. This man is the conditional particle, shart, and whoever changes it, baddalahu bab, to form 2, in which it is intensity. If anybody changes it, then the sin will be on the one who has changed it, not who has given the wasiyah. Inna Allah Samiun Alim, and indeed Allah is all hearing and all knowing. Samiun Alim, these are the two noun of intensity. Ayat 182.
فمن خاف من موص جنفا أو إثما فأصلح بينهم فلا إثم عليه إن الله غفور رحيم.
But he who fears from the testator partiality or sin and corrects between them, so there is no sin on him. Indeed, Allah is most forgiving and most merciful. So the person who is giving the will, if he is having partiality or sin, then it can be correct. Someone can correct it, and it will not be a sin, even if after his death the will is changed. And indeed, Allah is most forgiving and most merciful, Ghafurur Rahim, and this is the noun of intensity. Ghafurun and Rahimun, Ghafurur Rahim. Now, this is the noun of intensity on a slightly different pattern that is on the colon, and over here waw is added to make it noun of intensity. This is a normal Rahimun pattern, Fa'ilun, and these are the patterns given. Noun of intensity, they are special patterns to denote intensity and repeated action, and these are the patterns. And Ghafurun is on the weight of Fa'ulun, and Alimun, Rahimun is on the pattern of Fa'ilun. Alhamdulillah, we finished our lesson today. The PDF file link is there in the description. Click on it. It will generate a request for access. Click on the request, then the message will come to me, and then I will give you the permission. The PDF file is very important. It has got a lot of information. Please read to really understand the language.